Welcome to Macmo Academy. So in this video we will learn problem involving average speed. So today we will learn what is average speed. So to understand average speed we need to understand the question. A car travels first 50 km of its journey at an average speed of 25 meter per second, and the next 120 kilometers at an average speed of 80 km per hour. So this is the second part of the journey. The car completes last part of the journey at an average speed of 90 km per hour in 35 minutes. Find the average speed for its entire journey in kilometer per hour. Means what we need to do, we need to find out average speed in kilometer per hour. So first of all we need to see the formula, by which formula we can find out average speed. By using this formula, average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time taken. So how to find out total distance? So if you will see that the first part of the journey the car travel first 50 kilometers and the final average speed we need to give in kilometer per hour. So what we need to put for the three parts of the journey, we need to put distance in the numerator, and then the second part of the journey, the next 120 kilometers. So for the second part distance is also given, but for the first part the car complete last part of the journey at an average speed. Now speed is given kilometer per hour and time is given in 35 minutes, but distance for the third part is not given. So we need to find out distance for the third part. Now total time taken. Now for the first part time taken is unknown. Why? Because it's given 50 kilometers and 25 meter per second is the speed, and the next 120 kilometer, this is the distance and speed. Again time is unknown, and the third part of the journey speed is given but the time is given in minutes. We need to give time in hours. So 35 divided by 60, because when we go from small to big we will divide, and in 1 minute there are 1 hour there are 60 minutes. So that's why we will divide 35 by 60. So in this, first of all we will start finding out all these unknown value from in the first part of the journey, in the second part, and in the third part of the journey. So now let's start finding out in the first part of the journey whatever is unknown. We will start finding out in the first part of the journey, and we need to utilize space wisely. So now let's look at over here for the first part of the journey. So for the first part we are using this formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. Now what distance is given? Distance is given 50 kilometers of its journey at an average speed of 25 meter per second. Now this is given, distance is given in kilometers and speed is given in meter per second. We cannot directly simplify both of these two because the units are different. If time is in meter per second, so speed should be distance should be in meters, or we need to convert this into kilometer. So the simple is that we are converting kilometers into meters by multiplying by 1000. Now if this would be converted into meter and speed is also already, time is already in meter per second, we are finding out time basically, and speed is also given in meter per second. So now we can simplify them. 25 ones are 25 twos are, so it would gives us 2000, and meter has been cancelled out, so time is equal to 2000 seconds. But we need to give time, find out time in hour. So when we go from small to big, we will divide by the conversion. In 1 hour there are 3600 seconds, so we will divide this by 3600. 20 cancels out with 20. This will gives us 20 divided by 36. Now if we will further simplify it, we will get 4 5s are 4 9s are 5 upon 9 hour. So this is the time which we have find it out from the first part of the journey. Now let's see what is missing in the second part of the journey. So second part of the journey, again we will see, and the next 120 kilometers speed is equal to distance upon time. Now we will see what they are asking. Next 120 kilometers at an average speed. Again time is unknown, so this formula would be replaced for time. Time will go over there and speed will come under its denominator. So time is equal to distance upon speed. Next 120 kilometers at an average speed of 80 kilometer per hour. Now 80 kilometer per hour. Now we need to see whether the units are same. Yes, both the units are same. So 1 0 goes out with 1 0, 4 3s are 4 2s are. So this will gives us time 3 upon 2 hours. Now this time was in hour and this time is also in hour. So, and we need time in hour. Now we will start finding out the third part of the journey. In the third part, whatever is unknown, we will find it out. So now for the third part of the journey, what is unknown? Third part. So the car completes last part of journey at an average speed. Speed is given and time is given. Speed and time is given and distance is unknown. So the formula would become distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Now speed is given in kilometer per hour and time is given in 35 minutes. Now it's in hour and it's in minute. Both the units of time must be same. So in order to convert this into hour, we will divide by 60. Now let's simplify. 1 0 goes out with 1 0, 3 2s are, 3 3s are. So what would it become? Distance is equal to, so it would become 3 multiplied by 35, 105 upon 2. Now if we will further simplify it, we will get 52.5 kilometers. Now let's substitute all these values which we have find it out for this formula of average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time taken. So total distance, 50 kilometer distance in the first part is given, then in the second part 120 kilometer is given, and in the third part distance was unknown, and in the third part we have find it out distance, which we will put it over here, 52.5. And in the first part of the journey, the total time taken in hour was missing, which we have find it out 5 upon 9. And in the second part of the journey, time was also missing, which we have find it out 3 by 2. And in the third part of the journey, we have find it out time in the simplest. So this would be simplified, 5 7s are 35, 5 12s are. Now we will further simplify them. If we will add all the numerator, this will gives us 222.5 kilometers. And if we will simplify all these values, first of all we need to take out LCM of the denominator, which will gives us 36. So 9 times 4 is 36, so 5 4s are 20. We will write 20 in the numerator plus 2 times 18, so this will also be multiplied. 3 times 18 will be 54 plus, and 12 times 3 is 36, so 7 times 3 is 21. So now we will further simplify them. 222.5, this will be reciprocal, multiply by 36 will come in the numerator, and we will add all these values. This will gives us, after adding, this will give, let's add all these values. 20 plus 54 is 74, and 74 plus 21 will be 95. So divided by 95. Now when we will simplify all these values, this will gives us 84.31 kilometers per hour. So this is the average speed of the car for the entire journey. So now let's recall it, whatever we have done. Now let's look at over here very attentively. So let's look at the question one more time and revisit the question. A car travels first 50 kilometers of its journey at an average speed of 25 meter per second. So this is the first part of the journey in which distance is given and speed is given. So what is missing? The missing part was time, which we have found it out over here. By applying the formula speed is equal to distance upon time, we have substituted the values. The units were not same, kilometers and meters. We have converted this into meters. So the answer which came was in seconds, but we want to give the final answer in a kilometer per hour. So that's why whatever the time we have to put in the formula, in the average speed formula, it should be in hour. So we are converting over here 2000 divided by 3600, because in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So we have divided and we got the answer of time 5/9 hour. So this is about the first part of the journey, which was unknown over here. Then we have substituted this 5/9 over here. The next part of the journey, 120 kilometer distance is covering 120 kilometer at an average speed, and speed is 80 kilometer per hour. So kilometer and kilometer are same, so there is no need to convert, and time is also in hours. So this is also a very good indication. There is no need of any conversion. Now we have simplified and we got the time, which is 3/2 hour. Now if you will see, this unit is also in hour, this unit is also in hour, so we have substituted 3/2 over here. So 3/2 in the denominator under total time taken. So the third part of the journey, the car complete large part of the journey at an average speed. Speed is given in kilometer per hour and time is given in minute. Over here it's kilometer per hour, so time should be in hour. From minute to hour we will divide by 36 by 35, will be divided by 60, and we will simplify them. So we will get the answer of distance in kilometers. So the units must be same. This was in minute, this was in hour, so this should be in hour, so that whatever the answer we will get, it would be correct. So now we have substituted this over here for the total distance traveled, 50 kilometers, 120 kilometer, and for the third part distance is over here 52.5 kilometers. All the units are same of the numerator. Total time taken 5/9 hour, 3/2 hour, 35/60 hour. We have simplified and we have taken the LCM of all the denominator, which is 36. Add all the numerators after adjusting the numerator, and then reciprocate and simplify it by 222.5. You will get the final answer of speed, average speed for the entire journey of the car in kilometers per hour. So this is a very practical question. For example, when we go to the visit, so car covered first part of the journey with an average speed, with a different average speed, and sometimes the car and after a couple of minutes the car travel different distance with different speed, and in the third part of the journey the car is covering different distance and different speed, or different speed in different time. So we didn't notice the distance. So these are the real life problem in which we notice different parts while during the traveling, and then if we note down all these components while traveling, so we can find out average speed of our entire journey. So I hope you have understood and liked the content of today's video. If you have any concern, you can drop us a comment. We will help you out, and do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for your support.